What's going on, everybody? Well, we're back at it. We're going to try to get this body fitted. I would like to take this out somewheres and test it today. We got so many other things I need to test as well. And also, I ordered 3 little Basher 1/16 off-road cars today. Sent 2 of them directly to my grandsons and got 1 for me so I can make videos on them to help them fix them, whatever. My grandson said he wanted a little fast car, so we basically got him something like the little Colorado there, but it's a 4-wheel drive. Everything says it goes 25 miles an hour. Jeez. Anyway, when that shows up, it's gonna be like mid-September, like 2 damn weeks. That's crazy. But anyway, when it shows up, we'll get some videos on it so they can learn to work on them. Now you can see what I'm going for here. You know, it's not even going to be that noticeable now that we have a bigger tire. The tires that used to be on this car were tiny, and they were all up in there. But we're going to a bigger tire. It's going to fill the hole better anyway. All I need to do is move it forward some. I have silver Sharpies that can put that line right back in there. I'll tape it off and make a pretty trim on there. If I can get this cut neatly, that's the issue. It's soft plastic. It shouldn't be too hard to cut. I'm hoping. I do got some good snips out there if I have to, but that's my plans. We're just going to extend that one back, this one forward a little more than that one back, because I didn't want all this gap in the front here that I was getting. So we're keeping this kind of right the way it's supposed to be. There's less room to work with. And then over here, we got all kinds of room to work with. And if I wasn't showing you guys this, when I'm done, I bet you wouldn't even know it. Because I'm going to paint them lines up nice and pretty. I say that. In my head, it's going to be nice and pretty. It's going to look like dog crap when I'm done, probably. But let's see what happens. I mean, that's all I can do. It is what it is, right? Let's get her done. So, alright, now, we're committed now. And I'm going to tell you what, I think we're making the right choice here. We're going to be... Oh yeah, she's going to look good. Now again, I'm going to paint that stripe back on there, do the silver trim, or wash it all off on, but I'll probably get it painted on there nice. Smooth up the edges as best I can. I was able to do this with my knife so far. I haven't did any fine trimming. The whole point is just to keep it off of my tires. And it's working just dandy. I mean, we're going to be about right there. Look at that. If you're wondering why I didn't bring the top up and arch it more, it's because it's not. That's the way it's supposed to be, flattened out and then curved down. And that's what we're running right there, man. That looks good. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to work. Yeah. So, alright, I'm going to show you how we get the same layout on each side, okay? Obviously, I took the pieces that I cut off the other side. I trimmed them up to where they weren't bigger on the back like they originally were. And then they're thin enough that I had to flex the angle of them the opposite way. Sit here and kind of bend them back, and then I basically just held these up there perfectly where they were, and then I marked it with a pencil. Same on the back. I just bent it facing the other way, put it on there, blah blah blah, just like so, and then we marked it with a pencil. Now they'll both be the same, and then if we have to do any rough trimming or whatnots, we can. But as you can tell, it's going to be nice, and it doesn't look bad when I'm done, especially once I get the silver painted. So let me go ahead and cut these. Now to cut them, you know, you got to have a steady hand. Oh, first also to make the masking, I took some regular masking tape and cut me thin strips like this. Like actual painter's tape for cars, you know, where they can flex it so I can make the bends. So keep it close to the original shape as possible, just a little longer. And also, in case you're wondering, like I said earlier about the flat at the top, that's how they're made anyway. So if you look at the side that ain't cut, you know, it flattens at the top. It doesn't just stay completely around. It comes down, it goes flat, then it curves a little bit and comes out. So we're going to just sort of keep to the same shape on both sides. We're just making it longer. Let me go ahead and cut those. When you cut them with your knife, that's what I was about to say. All I'm doing to cut them with my knife is I'm very carefully, because I am a carpenter, I got some skills with both hands. I'm not doing it now, but I run right along the edge of that tape. The tape will help guide you a little bit. You get just a little bit of a decent score in there, and you can start to wiggle this just a little bit and it will follow that line and break right off. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I am so stoked right now. This thing is turning out better than I thought it would. Even with the wheel cut, the fender well cuts, oh my god. Now I got to get the body post holes marked in the right spot, or I'm too impatient to wait. Because see, I ordered these magnet post things a while back for my four-wheeler just so I could take the magnets off, because these didn't work. But they would work on this car if I had the magnets on there still. I'm not going to take them off my four-wheeler obviously, but I could order more of these. But magnet bodies never stay on when you're doing a little jumping. Velcro probably has a little better chance, but I don't think I'll be jumping a lot, you know. Body post, I guess, because I'm too impatient. I'll just go ahead and make the holes. Now the thing is, on the back I can position them to go in the glass instead of the hood or the trunk. But anyway, check this thing out so far. Let me just go ahead and spin it around if I can. Oh yeah, it's gonna come off. Of course it's gonna come off. But let me set it up here just the way I had it. And this thing's so good. Oh yeah. That turned out so good. It's going to be up just a little higher off the tire, obviously. We're going, you know, about like that. I'm going to paint my stripe here in a few minutes and you're never going to know I cut them. Now, it's not narrow enough to go up in the body, which I don't like them in the body like some people do. I want mine outside like that. Oh man, that looks so good. And the bottom don't look bad. You just get this little bit of chassis like you should. Man, it's turning out good. Turning out real good. Alright, I got the front holes made right where I want them. I'm now getting the back ones laid out. I turned the post around so they will come out the window instead of the body. Figure if I mess up for one thing, I can put black tape on the window. So we got to get them post. You can see I put a little pencil mark on the body kinda, but it's gonna be a pain to get them transferred. Exactly. Oh god, I hate doing the body post part. Magnets are so much easier, so are Velcro, but this is what we got, so let me go ahead and get it done. Alright guys, check it out. I even painted up that first fender well with this paint marker or Sharpie. So yeah, I know things ain't gonna be perfect, but for what we're doing, yeah, we got the body post going through the glass and the hood. Obviously I'm gonna shorten them up, and I may go ahead and get some magnets and then just fill the holes in later. I don't know, but for now it is what it is. I like the ride height. If I go any higher with the body, you'll see the chassis, you know, the inside. So this is like where it needs to be, which is perfect. Gives just enough room for the suspension. They don't move much anyway. So anyway, let me go ahead and finish painting up them. And this thing, other than, I'm gonna go ahead and probably trim this to fit so I have a little cushion in the front for the bumper. And I even thought about, I don't know if I will, I was going to put these wider hexes on the back, because this here will give you the big fat wide back tires, but they don't look like there's that much extra space on the hub, the axle for the lug nut. So I should have painted these bad boys silver up in there though, so you'd see them rotors. I didn't think of that until just now. Anyway, I want to go ahead and get this knocked out real fast. So alright, now we got the body fitted. I even put a little bit of that foam up front just to protect it some. I doubt it does much. I'll get the brush guard mounted later. And right now I'm cutting off this TAMIYA plug. I was going to test it with a regular nickel metal hydrant battery first, But I want to take this with me, excuse me, to the park if we go. We got to run to return some stuff for Amazon, which we take it to Staples for like a return center. And while we're out, I was going to take my basher and rip it around a baseball field, and I thought, well, this would be perfect to go around a little baseball field if it's ready. But if the battery was to die, because I got a cheap old nickel metal hydride battery, and if it only lasts 15 minutes like the old days, then I'll be screwed once I get there. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Dean's plug on here now. That way I can run Dean's batteries. Are these capable of 3S? I doubt it. Probably shouldn't go there. Alright guys, I think we really kicked ass on this build. I made the right decision, just extending the wheel wells, not trying to make the chassis longer. Didn't tear apart nothing to do that. Literally just a little bit of plastic removal right here, boom. You got a little piece off the front, a little piece off the back, and there's it. And that sucker turned out nice. Is that right, Dumpling? You like it, don't you? You over here trying to hear what that noise is, huh? You like that generally? I don't have a horn hooked up yet, man. Steering works perfect. I can actually get... that's pretty nice. It goes right around the body just like a real car would. You see that? But I'm going to tell you the problem. Shocks. I did take this with me today. We made a video. It's uploading now, bashing and doing a little crawling with the Blazer Pro. I pulled this out of the car in the parking lot up at the park, and it was a really, really bumpy, rocky parking lot. I did a little pass, and I was like, nah, we're just going to put it back in the car. It looked horrible bouncing around with these shocks. I don't know if you know what the FMS Blazer, when it first came out with them spring-loaded, no oil shocks, big beeble bobble. That's basically what this looks like when it's driving. It looks great if it's on smooth road. But as soon as you hit bumpy stuff, it's just like, boom. Well, plus the body, I haven't got O-rings under there yet, so the body has a little bounce to it as well. You know what I mean? It's not perfect. So, and also when I'm going to put a little O-ring underneath on top of the bottom pin so it holds it about right there. That'll give me just a little more clearance that I'm wanting. So anyway, and also I didn't want to scratch it yet. So what we're going to do before we wrap this video up, oh, I got to wash off the pencil marks where I made my lines coming across and did my thing. But I really need to get the brush guard figured out. We're going to have to do some trimming on it because you can't have it generally without one, especially the way I drive. So, alright guys, we're going to wrap this up. No test run for this video. It's 1 a.m. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I need to clean the pencil marks off the back. Tomorrow I will mount this brush guard on there straight. And we'll go from there. We'll get this out back on the carport, see how many donuts it'll whip, stuff like that. I'm going to order shocks. I know the shocks are horrible, so other than that, I'm super happy. So please like, subscribe, share, comment. I will put the link in the description below for the TT02 again, and whatever I can remember that I used for this build. So, thanks again, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.